morning or night, whatever time you're watching this, I don't know. So I'm actually quite excited for this week. By this week I mean this weekend, because I got invited to go to Chicago by my sister. So I finished my acting classes last week, so I have this coming week off. And she was like, let's go to Chicago. And the whole plan was for the whole family to go. But unfortunately, my mom can't make it. I think it was because of work reasons. So it's just gonna be me, her boyfriend, and our little brother. But I'm still quite excited for it. It'll be fun. And the reason I'm even more excited is because we're gonna go to the Sears Tower or Willis Tower. I don't remember what it's called. I know one of the names is his old name, and another one is a new name. But either way, you know which one it is. Like the tallest one in Chicago. Yeah. Also, speaking of the tallest building, on my last video, I was walking to class, and as soon as I turn off the camera from like my phone, I overhear this one girl taking a video of the Trump Tower, and she was talking to her mom, and she was like, yeah, this is supposed to be the tallest tower in the world. Babe, it's the Trump Tower. Not even the Willis Tower is the tallest in the world. The Willis Tower is taller than the Trump Tower. Also, I should probably clarify why I'm wearing this giant ass coat in this warm ass weather, which you probably don't even know it's a warm ass weather, but it is warm ass weather. Anyways, getting to the point. I'm wearing it because not only am I wearing like a devil's lettuce shirt, and I know it can get demonetized on TikTok, but I don't know if it can get demonetized on YouTube, and I don't want to risk it. So this is why I'm covering up. I also have this thing, because I just took my dog out, as y'all saw. I have this thing where if I'm not wearing sunscreen, I cannot go outside. I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't want to look old. And I know it's just like seconds of your life, but seconds of your life can do a lot of damage if you don't have sunscreen. And it's quite sunny outside. So that is the current plan, to go to Chicago this coming weekend. So I decided to pick up the phone and just talk a little bit, because I want to start doing that more. I just want to start picking up the phone, talking random times, and just add up to the video, because I like making little longer videos, because normally my videos are like 8 minutes long, and I want to start making them at least 15 to 20 minutes long, because I don't know, I feel like that's just better, like 8 minutes, based off for real. Well, actually 8 minutes is also good, because a lot of people's attention span is not the best, including mine. I don't know, I guess I just want to have a mix of 8 minutes and 20 minutes. I still haven't edited my last video, and I upload tomorrow. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. Like, I always put shit to the last minute. I procrastinate a lot. And I want to blame ADHD, but at the same time, like, be so for real. Like, just fucking do it. And it pisses me off because I do it last minute, unintentionally, but also purposely, because I know it's coming. And I don't know how to explain it. It's like I forget it, but like I know it's coming, but like I just can't do it. If any of you have ADHD, don't you get this feeling where, let's say an example that I have that always stuck with me is in my last house, I had to clean up, or even now, but in my last house, I had to clean up my room. I sat on my bed and I was like, okay, I gotta clean my room, I gotta do this shit. But while I was telling myself that, I couldn't move. Like, I kid you not, I couldn't move. I didn't have my phone on, I wasn't looking at my phone, I was just sitting there, frozen, and in my head, I was like, we have to clean this shit up. But at the same time, I couldn't move. It's like I was frozen, like I had some, I don't know what it was. And then in my head, like I was getting pissed off with myself, because I was like, just fucking clean up your room. It was all in my head, like I was fighting myself all in my head, and I was just there frozen. Wouldn't be able to move, and I sat there for like probably 10 to 20 minutes. After I was like, okay, fuck it, let's do it. And I got up, I looked at the time, and I was like, shit, it's already too late, so I couldn't even pick up my room anymore. Like, that's an example I have, but I already know that's from ADHD, which I don't like, and I don't take meds for ADHD. Honestly, that shit be scaring the hell out of me. Ever since, because I didn't know I had meds, ever since I found out I had meds. Isn't that shit like hella fucking addictive? So I started doing my research, and yeah, it is. If you only take one, you're good. It's okay. Because, I mean, it's a little amount of meds, and then everything else that you need. But even then, that's still, it's new to the body if you haven't taken that in a long time. I just realized I probably shouldn't have been saying that. It's okay, I'll beep it out. But yeah, I just thought it was so scary, the fact that it has drugs. Like, addictive drugs. At the same time, I know my ADHD is not the worst compared to other people, because when I started my diagnosis, I did do research as to how to manage it. And obviously the research that I was going through on YouTube, there are people that have it too. But when they were explaining their experiences, it sounds intense. It sounds like they got it worse. And mine, I do have ADHD, but it's not that bad. It's not to the point where I'm getting in trouble by the law. Like, I can't imagine the people that have to go through that. I respect them and I admire them because the fact that they manage it without the drugs is insane. Anyways, okay, I feel like I already ranted so much, so I'll catch y'all in the next clip. Babes, I also want to point out, these are all clean dishes, okay? Leave them alone. Don't judge me. I forgot to mention that. And these are the dirty ones. See the comparison? We just need to organize those into the cabinets. Okay, just wanted to point that out. Babe, I just had the two most interesting experiences. Okay, so I'm currently doing DoorDash, right? And I had to do an order for Lowe's, which has never happened. I've done one for Menards, which is still sort of weird, but I did one for Lowe's. I was like, okay, well, we did Menards before, so I'm pretty sure it's the same shit, which it was. I had to go in there, shop, and eventually cash it out with the DoorDash card. And the cashier made it so much more complicated than it already was. Oh, fuck. I just came into a closed road. What the hell? My fucking dumbass. I gotta do a whole 360. Anyways, as I was saying, the cashier made shit 10 times more worse than it already was, which wasn't even that complicated. She complicated it even more. So I walk up there and I had a big rack, like a rack of leaves and something that cuts the branch. I'm not sure what it's called. I had those two items and she looks at me up and down, literally giving me fucking attitude. And she was like, no, she didn't say anything for that, but she just looked at me up and down, and I just hand her the codes to, like, for her to scan it, because they're pretty big, so she couldn't, like, put them in the computer shit. And she scans them, and I'm looking at my phone, pulling up the card for DoorDash, because I do it through Apple Pay. And I was just looking through my phone and waiting for her to be like, cash or card. But she didn't. She just looked at me and stared at me. And I looked up at her and I just stared at her. So I took the first move and I was just like, it'll be with card. And then she was like, what type of card? And I was like, for DoorDash. And I show her. And she was like, she gives me a look. And it was a dirty look. And then she goes like, I don't think we do DoorDash. And then I was like, well, I'm here looking hella fucking confused. She was like, no, I don't think we do DoorDash. And I was like, well, usually I get a barcode at Meijer or like other stores, but at the same time, I don't for other stores. So I'm pretty sure you guys don't get a barcode. And then she proceeds to say, I can't do anything without a barcode. And I'm like, I literally just told you, not all stores require a barcode. And then she was like, well, I can't do anything. But she gives me attitude. So she calls someone else and she's like, hey, do we do DoorDash orders? And then they go like, yeah, all they have to do is scan the card. And even though an employee just told her yes, she doesn't believe her. It makes it even more complicated. And she's like, can you call the manager? Because I really don't think we do DoorDash. And I was like, oh my fucking God, woman, if you guys didn't do DoorDash, I wouldn't be here. Obviously, I didn't say that. I said that in my head. But I was getting so pissed off because I was running out of time, because DoorDash gives you a certain amount of time. But anyways, whatever. They go and call the manager. The manager comes by, and then she tells him the whole situation. And he looks at me, and he's like, yeah, you should be able to just scan the card there. So I do that, and then she's like, sorry, I didn't know we did DoorDash. But to the managers, and the manager is like, yeah, we do. And I'm pretty sure she's one of like the ones that causes a lot of headaches because the manager just walked away right away. And then as soon as he walks away, the cashier proceeds to tell me, keep in mind, this is a whole motherfucking Karen. She's an old lady. She proceeds to tell me, do you have an authorization for this? And I'm like, DoorDash? And then she was like, that's not what I mean. I'm like, then what do you mean? I don't know what to tell you. And she was like, you need an authorization. I'm like, well, these are not my tools, boo-boo. I'm literally delivering them to someone else. Obviously, I didn't say it like that, but I was just like, well, those are not my tools. I'm literally just delivering them. She sighs, but like such a rude ass motherfucking sigh. She's like, ugh. But like, well, not like that. She was just like, and then she put 00 on the computer. Like I could see it, and it still worked. And I look at her and I'm like, you see?
Oh my god, it literally just made me like, what? And then the second thing that happened to me was the delivery. I'm like, oh my god, why does everybody have it against me today? Like, I was literally in such a good mood, and I still am. I'm just so confused. Like, I delivered to the girl, and I'm assuming it's the boyfriend or the husband. He was working outside gardening, because it was garden shit, and he was working outside gardening, and I'm delivering, and he yells out, he's like, thank you, and I'm like, yeah, of course, and I thought it was for him. But then someone else walks out, which is the girlfriend, and she's like, can I help you? But with like attitude, she walks out, I'm like, can I help you? And I'm like, oh my god, you gotta be shitting me. We're not gonna do this again. And I was like, it's for DoorDash, boo. Relax, relax, relax. She was just like, oh, okay. It's because my boyfriend never tells me whenever he orders shit. Like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh my god, why? No, I had to share this because out of the 4 months that I've been DoorDashing, nothing like this has happened until now. I'm like, what? Okay, anyways, catch y'all in the next clip.
Wait, is it the other entrance?
Say hi to the memories.
Hi, memory.
A little memory video. What's 10x? Oh no. Counting as a drink? Does your guys' dog like booty scratches? Because my dog is obsessed with them. And booty smacks. So this might be the end of the video because I feel like it's been too long already. I didn't get to show too much of Chicago because then again, my whole family doesn't know I have a YouTube channel, so they were gonna start questioning it. The fact that I just bring out my phone out of nowhere and start recording, which they somewhat did, but I just told them it's for memories. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I don't get that many views, but to whoever watched it, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like I always say, even if you watch a minute of this video, a minute can go a long way. This is pretty much the only time I can record because I'm alone. It's either in my car or when I'm alone. Because at the same time, I really don't want people to know I have a YouTube channel just yet until I grow it a little bit. You know, like at least 1K followers, subscribers. Hey!